So enough yapping from us. Let's see if we can throw that game up for our fans.
Yeah,
again, I'll appreciate.
Rome Season makes a great point in the chat talking about how Matty's using a two-way threat as a point guard. Like, this bench all-star team just plays such a strange brand of 2K, but it's so effective. And I have to imagine, again, it must be so annoying to play against this team. Everybody's long. They all have good defensive instincts. It's just an interesting team.
Let's have fun with the chat real quick. Russ talking about we got India saying any amount. What's going on? Listen, Russ, I need to be on top of that pyramid if you make the next one, my man. Someone's making fun of me paying $18 for chicken tenders. I guess they didn't see the tweet that I put out this morning because it was 21 when I went back.
You did it again. You did it a third time.
Man, listen.
You just accepted the loss.
It's like your ex-girlfriend.
Where did you get it from?
It's like your ex-girlfriend, right? You know it's bad for you, but you gotta go back for some more.
No, it's not how it works at all.
The chat can relate. I promise the chat can relate.
What are you talking about? You crazy.
3-2, bench all-stars with a 1-point lead here. You've got game one. Bench all-stars already secured. So we've got a production crew telling me, yeah, I go back for my ex all the time. I know it's bad for me, but I still do it. This is going to be fun, man. I'm excited to see what Sherm and company does to kind of get themselves back in this one. But so far, it is 6-2 for bench all-stars.
Indian chicken tenders are like point guards in mismatch.
To answer your question, right? To answer your question, I promise I'll stop talking about this afterwards. The reason that it ended up getting racked up the bill is because I paid 50 cents per sauce. And I got 5 of them.
You got the sauces. Okay,
Yeah.
you got the sauces.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I knew they were robbing me, but I was like, fine, here's my money, take it. By the way, Ev, I'm going to ask for reimbursement on that one.
That's a write-off. I don't even think the government would write that off for you, man. You can't. That's staying on your taxes.
Bench All-Stars looking to make a statement, coming out hot and early here with a 9-2 lead. We are going to get you no tolerance and build for this one. We know that they've gotten things going. I do see that they're loaded up in the gym, but haven't quite put in the code and haven't quite gotten tipped off here.
Like,
Sure.
look at the back three for bench all-stars, man. They just, all three of them are just using these huge power forward builds. They're so long. Like, I feel like if they're all just holding their hands out, they almost go like the entire width of the court.
Yeah, I mean, look, people complain about, oh, you got this build, that's why you're good. Boy, we got $50,000 on the line. You best believe I'm putting in whatever I got to do.
They're saying the double
Short
power
of a
forward.
Zen
Dude, they're
to
using
win.
3 power forwards. What are you talking about double power forward? Dude, this is bench all-stars. They've been doing this for years. Like, that's the other thing with it. This is not new. Like, this is what they have been doing for so long. This is what got Sawc drafted. This is what got Matty, like, kind of like become a notorious figure in the community because they would run these lineups and just piss off everybody, and it was always so funny to watch.
You can get mad all you want. My bank account going to be happy as you get a nice midi from the right. Pour it on. 13-2 bench all-stars.
This defense is crazy. Look, they're just holding their hands up. They're so long. Again, I would never want to play 2K against this team. They're beatable. They just seem so annoying.
They do look like giants down there, but hey.
Swiping.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The other team can do the same darn thing, right? It's not like it's just special to one team. We hire the same badge grinders, Harris. You can get the same build I got. I still can't believe you shoot with a meter on. Dot to the left corner. Dhuggz knocks it down.
I have to
13-5.
shoot with the meter on. My guy's 7'2".
Man, stop.
I'm no Ramo.
I can't believe you.
I'm no Polo. I can't shoot like that.
I should share screenshots of you and I playing quick match.
You kick my butt in quick match.
I do.
Have you made a My Player yet this year? That's what I thought.
I got a logo.
Uh-huh.
I got a logo, though.
Wasted.
Logo India, baby.
Should have given it to someone that uses it.
You've got no tolerance and built for this loading up, so I promise we'll swing things over there as that swing comes from the hash. Not able to go, but the offensive board. 10-point lead for bench all-stars. I do see the teams loading up in the gym for no tolerance, and whenever our production team is ready, we will go ahead and get you that.
1,500 viewers in the chat, man. We've been live for an hour.
I think our record's, what, 2203? So I'm trying to crack that.
Yeah, I want to break 3,000 today. Tell your friends. Tell your parents. Everybody show up today.
Tell Grandma. Tell Mima to come hang out with the two of us.
They have this Revenge Tour team really well scouted. It's really interesting to see just, their ability to move across the court, kind of get, not allowing them to get those passing lanes that they like, not a lot of backdoor cuts. Just seems very easy for them to play defense right now. Sherm's got to figure out a way to crack this defense.
And from what I can see, we did have to go ahead and dash and come on back for the no tolerance game. So that one isn't quite ready for us just yet, but we will be back to that one momentarily as you get a shot, ugly one, but an offensive board by BigMFReign. We haven't talked about BigMFReign much because we haven't gotten a chance to see him here today, but that's someone else who's draft stock, if you will, is going to be impacted based on how he performs here today.
Oh, he did a great job against Rob yesterday, and that was a great test for him. Rob has been playing out of his mind this year, or at least the past couple months, I should say. And I think Reign, that was a big challenge for him, and I think the GM saw what they needed to see. He's probably the best rookie center prospect this year.
Where's my man Stun?
I think he got first rounded.
Yeah,
sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. Stun, get stunned.
The best says they just giving out logos to everybody. Yes. And by everybody, you mean India.
Who said that? Can we ban him?
No,
Who said that in the chat?
No bans.
It is 1911 Revenge Tour coming back slowly but surely. 15 seconds left in the first. No tolerance game has not quite tipped off in that second quarter. Dhuggz is someone else, man. We talked about this yesterday. Let's get a recap on him. Got a chance to play in the 2K League for the Hornets. Didn't quite play as well as people may have expected. So he's trying to get back in the league, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter, by the way. 19-11 is your score.
Yeah, and it's tough. I don't even think it was that he was that bad. I mean, his shooting wasn't all that good. The defense was fine. The problem is that we were comparing him to Crown, who was maybe the best defensive power forward in the league last year. So it was just kind of a difficult comparison to make. I think Dhuggz is going to find a home this year that is going to allow him to start and play more consistently. I hope a team picks him up. He has a lot of talent at the 4.
Definitely will be interesting to see where he ends up going. Big West has his work cut out for him for sure. Everybody leaving Big West.
Bren Miguel Carlos says hello.
Hello.
First time viewer, hello.
Hello. Appreciate you hanging out
Welcome
with us.
Welcome to the chat.
Got a lot more games to call here as the NBA 2K League's worst guard shows exactly why, because he misses that one. What do you think? You think Sherman's going to come back? That's what I'm focused on.
It's funny because when he retired, him and Pete were like talking trash to me on Twitter.
Well, hold on. They were talking trash to you after they won the tournament as well.
Well, that's fine. I mean, at that point, you got money in your pocket.
You got clipped, my man.
Oh, that's fine. The post-winning the turn trash talking is fine. The post-retirement trash talking was great. I love that. I cracked up.
It comes with the territory. Sherm, left hash, not going to go, but he gets his own rebound. And then he chucks it up for some reason.
Yeah, that was just a momentum 3.
It was a bad 3.
Big time shot.
That's a good 3. That's how you're supposed to do it.
That's a great shot by Matty.
Wide
Good job
open.
by him leaking out there.
Sherman had his own rebound, couldn't get points up. And again, that no tolerance game 2 has not quite tipped off yet. BigMFReign gets it over to Sherm with the reset. Sherm trying to find some space. Pick and roll action from the right hash. Trying to bait it, got the midi. Offensive board not going to be there. Quick foul by Brain.
Yeah, Sherm's doing a good job. I think in that first quarter, he was trying to move the ball a little bit too much. And when you start passing a lot against this bench all-star team, that's what allows him to get into those lanes and get those steals. You're starting to see him break down the locks a little bit more on a one-on-one ISO level, and that's allowing him to get to his shots a little bit more and also create shots for others.
Right corner shot not going to go. Rebound secured by Reign, and then he's going to get quickly fouled.
Yeah, Reign should win the rebound battle against this team pretty easily. He's the biggest guy on the court, and he also has great rebounding instincts in general. I mean, when you're going up against 3 power forwards, maybe they can just kind of outnumber you, but we saw that with Buddha yesterday. If you have the right size build and you jump at the right time, you're going to get the board over smaller defenders every single time.
We talk about the best players are able to adapt and play multiple positions. When it comes to Dhuggz, don't really see him playing the 5.
No,
so that's one
he's
concern.
A pure 4. He can play a little lock, but he's pure 4.
Yeah, the fact that he's a pure 4 is what worries me. Is that's a bad pass. Is going to get picked off there. Wide open shot, fades it, greens it. 25-14 revenge tour. Coming back to Dhuggz though, for me, if I'm a team looking at him, I need versatility. And at the 4 for Dhuggz,
depends on who's your center. Because if your center doesn't want to move off center, then you're fine. You have to go 4.
Well, here's another key thing: no 6th man in the league is Jack Crispy.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Jack Crispy? I feel like I try to be French and excited at the same time.
How tall is the center? I believe Reign is playing on like the typical 7'3". I think he's just doing whatever else is.
Gets the N1, 10-point lead steal. I do see no tolerance and built for this loading up. So in about 30 seconds or so, we'll switch over to that one for the fans at home. Get you guys to listen in the second quarter of that game.
They Amusier says, hey, India, y'all forgot about CB13.
CB13 might not have woken up yet.
I'm confused. Wait, they lost.
I mean,
what did we forget?
I don't know. I think it might have been when I said the NBA 2K League's worst guard. I don't know. Because, that's the gamer tag.
Oh, that's the gamer tag. Yeah.
If you think CB13 is one of the worst cards in the 2K League, God bless.
No, you're crazy. Yes, this series is still a best of 3, guys. No more best. I don't think a best of 5 until we get to the console finals.
Yeah. We'd be here till Monday if we played everything best of 5. That one's not going to be there. Need to reset. Got about 9 seconds in this one. The other game has tipped off, so we'll get you that in a second. Late release, ugly one. Minute 40 left to go in this game.
DDouble saying that Bench All-Stars has 4 players that are 6'9".
Hey, man. I'm mad at it.
That's so crazy.
You got to do what you got to do.
It's just a crazy way to play 2K. It's so wild. No one else does it, too, which is even funnier. You just have to be like a very specific team that has a very specific skill set to pull it off. It's wild.
Here you are with the no tolerance and built for this. You can see we got to go ahead and switch up the graphics a little bit. You've got no tolerance's logo on the bottom with the red, and built for this is a shield. We'll get that taken care of here in a second.
Yeah, KMT play. We've had a couple teams play the double power forward, which is definitely something that's like kind of a constant in the league. Bench All Stars is using, I think, 4 power forwards. So, yeah, it's a different vibe.
They're built different. Literally.
They literally are built different. That's great. Oh no.
He said close.
We are going to need to go ahead and get a reset on that one, so let's come back to the other game. This is why I love it. We can bounce around, have a little NBA League Pass, roll with the punches. See, it's not just the gamers that roll with the punches. So do we and the production team.
I kind of want to watch this series anyway.
32.
This is cool. We just didn't get to watch the Bench All-Stars yesterday, and if they're if they're on a hot streak, I feel like that's just a really interesting team to watch play 2K.
Dweq played for the Lakers, I believe, during Season 3.
Played center for the Lakers in Season 3. Wasn't actually that bad.
I feel like that Lakers
center.
team played a lot of different positions.
They did. They weren't very good.
Yeah. Yeah. Reminds me of when your center goes and plays point guard.
You know, it's unfortunate because they were as bad the next year.
Yeah. My stimulus check got me more money than the Lakers have at their time in the league.
Shout out Nacho, man. Please fix the Lakers.
I can't wait for Nacho to succeed over there, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I got one more open roster spot. They got the first pick of the 2nd round, so we'll see what they do with it.
You know that, man. You know what he's going to do, right? He's going to be like, hey, Big West, I've been taking tips.
Dhuggz might be an option for them in the 2nd round, not going to lie. Be a fine player to put next to Crazy. Well, it depends if Crazy wants to play center, you know, what they're going to do with Tactic, because Tactic was playing the 4 yesterday for Farewell. We'll see how they want to do it. They do have a lot of versatile players on that team in the front court.
34-23 is your game as this one's going to hit the half. Somewhat even, but not really. You've got Bench All-Stars excelling on all ends, shooting 50% from the three-point line. 14 points in the paint.
Yeah, the points in the paint is really interesting. I feel like most of that is coming out of transition, though, because obviously Reign has been doing a good job down low, kind of controlling it. But yeah, a lot of transition points right now for Bench All-Stars. They're getting a lot of steals. They are playing their game right now. Sherm needs to find a way to break this defense and start getting it back to his tempo.
You've got
That's a good way to do it right there.
We've got quite a few folks in the house. You've got Malik and company waiting to see who they're going to play. Hanging out with Bash. Shout out again to Bash and his family. Got a chance to see DT. It'll be interesting where he goes in the draft. I think DT right now is putting in his lineup for DraftKings. I think that's what he's doing. I see him right now looking at him. He's like, how'd you know? Go ahead and screenshot that lineup for me, pal. Send it my way.
I got the Chiefs today. Chiefs in a little money line.
I'll tell you this much. Let me tell you what's going to happen. If the Chiefs lose, I'm staying the hell away from Ev. I'm not expecting a paycheck if the Chiefs lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
You know Ev's putting the house on that one. 36-29. Bench also already secured game 1. This is going to be game 2 in a best of 3. The other game hasn't quite tipped off yet. Trying to figure out what's happening there. We'll get that update for you momentarily. I just don't like that gamer tag. Like, it's cute and it's funny, but like you keep reading it.
And the 2K League. Just call Matty.
Yeah, I know. But imagine trying to make like a clutch buzzer beater. The
well,
NBA 2K League's worst guard.
He does it as a troll because
I mean,
after
I get
season 2, like people were just like ripping him.
I think by people you mean Champ.
No,
I
definitely ripped him pretty hard. I mean, he wasn't great in season 2 at point guard, but that Pacers team was literally built around a power forward. So there's only so much that he could do at point.
I don't know what's worse, Champ's mock drafts or his coaching tier list or whatever that was. I don't know.
That coaching tier list is like, it's just awful.
Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be a over the back foul, something that you don't see that often.
Bills are definitely winning. Go Patty. Patty Mahomes is still on the other sideline. As long as that man lives and breathes.
I am really interested to see how much Ev is going to put on the Chiefs, by the way. I'm just saying that because the chat's talking about it.
Trust me, I'm a Patriots fan. I know a little bit about it. It's one team dominating conference for a long time. It's all about the QB.
I should just go up to Ev and be like, double or nothing for me, for my paycheck. Sherm, trying to get his team back in the game. I feel like this whole time that we've been watching them, Harris, it's been like a 10-point game. Yeah. Right? It hasn't really moved much.
Well, that's what I'm talking about with bench all-stars really playing their game. You know, they just kind of swarm you on defense, get down transition a little bit. I don't think they're ever going to smoke a team by putting up like 75 points or anything. They're probably just going to kind of grind you out over the course of a game, and all of a sudden there's 2 minutes left and you're down by 8 again. Like it's hard to keep up with.
Dweq from the right, not able to connect. No rebound there on the offensive side. It's going to be a quick foul. You know, I got a chance to talk to Reign when I worked with the Hornets last year, and Reign really wants to play center. He was open to playing power forward, right? He's going to do what the team needs first. He's a team-first type of guy, but he's really wanting to play center, and it's just tough because you've got, like, what, maybe 3 spots open at the center position in the league?
Box is asking who is 2KL worst guard. That is Matty. Warriors gaming squad the past 2 years. If you're a deep fan of the 2K League, he was the Pacers gaming point guard in Season 2 with Ramo and company.
Thank God for 6:30.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. I remember last year during the draft, you know, and obviously had his situation with the league. He wasn't eligible last year. There's so many rumors that, like, the Pacers are going to take him at 2 or the Sixers are going to take him at 4 if he was still on the board. I'll be interested to see what happens with Ant this year.
Yeah, teams would have looked a lot different. Sherm fades, not there. That one's going to go out of bounds. Should stay Revenge Tour's ball, and it does.
There's a chance that 6:30 could have ended up in Philly, and then you have to ask yourself, what would have happened to Dre? Because if 6:30 goes to Philly, they have a whole different look right now. They might have kept Walnut.
Yeah. And then, of course, now Walnut. Nice green there, by the way, to cut the deficit down to 6. Here we go. Things are starting to get a little bit interesting, but Walnut now hanging out with his best pal, Mama on that man. And you've got Crush. High hopes last season. Yuck. But you've got high hopes again this season, man.
Yeah, 2 second-round picks, I believe 33 and 35. Ironically, the pick that's in between the 2 Kings picks is the Blazers. So the Blazers might have a chance to kind of spoil one of their picks. We'll see. We'll see where the Blazers go, man. They need a big man and they need another guard.
They need a big man. Shout out to Goofy if he's hanging out with us here in person. Matty trying to extend the lead.
Oh,
that one's not going to go. Gets blocked. He was wide open on the pass back. Couldn't quite see it, though.
He probably would have had to just do a toss-up anyway. I don't think they had the proper time for him to really get a full shot.
Someone in the chat saying, I'm looking to compete and want to study from someone. I mean, you can literally just see the box scores and see who's playing and look them up on Twitter. And on Twitter, you've got their Twitch channels, and you can watch them play. That's how I tried. Keyword, Harris. Tried. Yeah. I remember sending DM a Goofy to be like, hey, man, can you teach me?
By the way, talking about how, like, kind of, annoying of this bench all-stars team, I feel like they are definitely the team most likely to get multiple charges in a game. That's the kind of team they feel like.
You've got the lock badge there. Nice cut from Matty, not able to finish at the rim.
That's the Intimidator badge, man. Yikes.
Sherm, 4-point deficit. Got the ball, though. Going to get fouled. Minute 19 in the third.
Yeah, as soon as you start slowing down this bench all-stars transition game, offense is a little bit more difficult. You know, once you actually do have these big builds, they do have some drawbacks. Drawbacks being they don't all have the best ball handling. They aren't the fastest. They may not have as good of shooting as, like, the typical builds were. So they do have their drawbacks that you kind of have to exploit.
I'm excited to watch the NFL games later, man.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Especially here in Vegas.
Imagine putting money on somebody that isn't Tom Brady in the playoffs. People are actually going to put money on the Rams today. That's tough.
I'm not going to lie to you.
That's tough.
I'm not going to lie to you. I may or may not beat one of those individuals.
You're crazy.
I'm burning $20 either way.
Bro, Tom Brady at home in the playoffs? You out your mind?
I believe, you know what? Matthew Stafford, it's his year. You just looked at me crazy. I know.
You know where my allegiances lie.
I do. You went ahead and took off the Patriots hat and put the Bucks hat on as soon as that one was over.
TB12 hat, thank you.
Yeah. 1-point lead for bench all-stars. They had a nice, comfortable 10 to 11-point lead, but Revenge Tour came roaring back. Nice patience there to have the defender fly over you.
Flying.
Extends the lead to 3. The other game is about to tip off for the 3rd time. So I promise it's not that we're hiding it from you.
Full reset on that game too, by the way. Full reset.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything much action there before that one started to black out.
Yeah, you saw that from Cantswing. He tried to swipe at a ball, and it kind of took him almost fully out of the play. He's lucky that the guy was doing kind of a collect and could have passed it to the corner.
Dweq with a nice green to tie things up at 40 apiece.
Great quarter. See, this is what I was talking about with Sherm starting to break down the defense a little bit. He's making really good offensive call-outs. Starting to get more people involved, get those corner shooters open, and Dweq too. It's been good.
There you go. A nice shot there to get the 3 back. The other team, the other game has tipped off. But we are going to go ahead and stay here for the 4th quarter to see how it all goes down. Again, keep in mind, best of 3, bench all-stars secured game 1. Backs against the wall for Revenge Tour. Sherm got the badge, takes advantage. Ties thing up, back and forth, Harris.
Yeah, he's
rolling with the punches, 43.
He's hit a bunch of deep threes this quarter. I feel like Sherm has just kind of stepped out a little bit, maybe about 3 to 4 feet off the three-point line, because he was hugging it earlier and he couldn't get any space.
You know Jar City got eliminated because he just said, oh, the game started? I'm on my way now.
I feel bad for Jar City, man. He thought he was getting a different matchup at center. Then all of a sudden he looks across and he sees Jomar there, all second team 2K League center. There's just not much you can do against Jomar,
Can't
man.
forget the $250,000 MyTeam tournament winner, Jomar, either.
Something. Yeah, poor Jar City.
Sherm still got badge, but he's going to have to wait as they're playing defense at the moment. And he's going to, oh, look at that. Sherm said, you wrong. We're going to the offensive end. Swinging a ball. 2-point lead, Revenge Tour. Here we go, Harris. Like we said, down but not out.
Yeah, once you kind of, again, once you start, not letting them get out in transition, don't let them get those steals, it's kind of hard for this bench all-star team to really score efficiently in the half court because they only have one real guard who can move. And if you defend Matty well, kind of like what we saw there, there's just not a lot of secondary options.
Smart foul there as you had offensive players already gunning the other way for the easy bucket. Sherm still has his badge, looking to take advantage of it to extend this lead as they have a 2-point one at the moment.
This is such a quintessential Sherm game. The other team gets out to a hot start. He has to take a little bit of time to kind of analyze, like a computer. He input the data, takes a little while to analyze it, and then boom, he pumps out a solution later in the game and comes back.
I don't know if Jar City was a fan of our comment. It's all love, my man.
That's from left field. Bro, so is Jomar. I mean, I feel bad. I just feel bad.
For folks asking, yes, we will go ahead and get you guys the no tolerance game after this one since they just tipped off. Shout out to Strainer, by the way. Congratulations to him on his retirement. Interested to see what his journey lies ahead with the league or otherwise.
Charlie says, on God, they dogged me. Dude, that's just Jomar. Jomar's doing that all year.
Yeah.
That meant something else.
Jar City was screwed before tip-off.
It's just, yeah.
Blame Nap. That's who you got to blame.
Jomar's that guy.
You don't like the team you play in the first round. Blame Nap. Trying to get a bailout pass.
Great bait. Got it.
Harris.
Bait time move.
I can't even be that mad at Sherm because the bait was great.
He just baited the heck out of him.
But
it happens.
Man.
You got to move on to the next play. It just happens sometimes.
Points off turnovers. We talk about it often. That could be a crucial one as that was possibly a 5-point swing. But Revenge Tour now has a 1-point lead.
Yeah, so this is kind of an interesting thing when you have like the 4, 6, 9 guys. Somebody like Reign deep into the game, you can just continuously hit the slip over and over and over and over again. Just easy 2 points. It's instant offense every single time. So I'll be interested to see how often do they go to Reign here down the stretch versus trying to get it to these guards and risking those passing lanes.
Speaking of BigMFReign, we've already talked about second chance opportunities. Would not be surprised if that ends up being a key factor for a last second shot. Sherm down to Reign, pump fake one.
Good foul.
Foul.
Might as well get your fouls in before the 2-minute mark.
Oh, absolutely. Use them while you got them.
Yeah, only one timeout for Revenge Tour. It's definitely something to keep an eye on.
That's a great point out. Sherm gets it down low to Reign. Sherm had the open lane, but this 2K, if you try to dunk, it is not guaranteed.
I think I lost count. I think they only have one more foul in this quarter.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Revenge Tour, as you already mentioned, one timeout. Sherm.
They're just trying to swipe it at Reign.
Trying to find something, takes a shot. That one's not going to go.
That's unlucky. It looked like
he could have faded that one if they get a steal attempt. Not going to go, and he chucks it up for an easy layup. How about them apples?
That was a very multiple just lucky moments there for Bench All-Stars. That was wild. Reign had the entire right side of the basket completely boxed out. And of course, it just trickles down to the left side.
Shot by Jack Crispy, not going to go.
See, that was a good crash there by Dhuggz. He needed to come off and help Reign because it was the last possession where he saw there was nobody on the opposite side of Reign. That time, Dhuggz was able to come off the corner and get the board.
Having one of the best power forwards will help you out. Dhuggz, not quite there yet.
He's just smart. He's just a smart player. He's been playing power forward for such a long time. He just knows what he's doing out there, and that's so valuable.
Revenge Tour looking to take back the lead. Now we're under 2 minutes, 2 seconds left for Sherm. Got to do something, and he does. Knocks down the midi.
Yeah, you'll give him that mid-range. You just don't want him to hit a three.
Did you go work out this morning, by the way?
No, I did not go out. I honestly
You had too much fun
up.
last night.
No, I literally.
I'm glad you're alive.
I didn't want to exert any physical energy after how tired I was yesterday because I know we got to empty the tank today. So
yeah.
I need all the energy I can get.
No question about it. Yeah, I did push-ups this morning, and I was like, I wonder if Harris went to work out.
I'll probably bench when I get home on Tuesday.
Matty takes
out.
a shot. Not going to be blessed there. Still a 1-point lead for Revenge Tour. Sherm with the ball, has a wide open shot, decides not to take it. Why not? When you got Jack Crispy on the left corner wide open.
Nasty pass. Can't leave him open. You just can't leave corner shooters that open in this part of the game.
The man is not afraid to feed his teammates. He's got trust in him. And DDouble rewards him, and they try to go and do the same thing. At least he went for the steal. Didn't get blessed. The timing wasn't accurate, but at least he swiped.
I think that was a makeup call for the missed full bar.
Oh, yeah, you know 2K's biased like that. Pump fake 1-2, gets both defenders in the air. Now we've got a 2-point ball game. Minute 15 left to go in the fourth quarter. This is game 2. Need to get a win if you're Revenge Tour.
Not a lot of stops in the second half for this Bench All-Stars team. 31 second half points so far for Revenge Tour. They're getting it done.
Reign slams it home.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. The smaller defenders, this part of the game, you can really use that to your advantage.
He said, forget the pump fake. I'm taking it to the house. 4-point lead. Revenge Tour. Matty looking to, has a defender jump, takes a leaner, not going to go.
Brutal.
Great rebound by Reign coming from the left corner there.
That's tough, had the wide open.
He did have the wide open, stepped a little bit too much to the left, ended up being a bit of a leaner.
Watch the backdoor cuts.
Good call. We saw that. You know what? Those defenders are so big, man. You just got to jiggle a little bit to the right. You're going to get the steal. Big Reign, though, takes it to the house back-to-back time.
Yeah, that's
6-point lead for Revenge Tour.
That's 8 fourth quarter points for Reign. They're just going to him for easy offense.
Gonna need a quick three if you're Matty here. And then a fluky play. You can see the defense. Smart to give up. See right there? I don't like that. Give up the 2. I'm okay with it.
Points.
I have no problem with just giving up the slip. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd get a sweep on this, so I'm not surprised we're headed to a game 3.
Yeah.
Not surprised at all.
Sherm and company always know how to fight back. And that's going to be a foul there. 12.1 second left in this one. 4-point lead for Revenge Tour. We are going to get you that no tolerance game as soon as this one is in the bag. What are you expecting here for game 3, man? Because for me, I'm always a fan of whoever wins game 2 will win game 3. Now, I don't have the stats on that. I don't know what your insights are, but I just like the momentum factor.
Yeah, momentum comes in a lot
Recency
of different
bias
ways, right?
as well.
I don't know how much momentum you can get from a game like this just because it was really close all the way up to the end.
Sure.
But it's just, I didn't think that this would be a sweep, like I said. I figured that Revenge Tour would figure it out. They'd adjust. Sherman's a very smart player. You know that he was going to eventually figure out the defense, and he did. He just figured out, got to start breaking people down off the dribble, doing a little bit more ISO. He's looking good.
I agree with you that, yes, it was a close game. The reason I said momentum is because they were down 10-plus points.
Oh,
right?
they missed both.
So they were down, and they did miss both, but even that's not going to help them much as that ball is going to bounce its way to game 3, which we'll have coming up for you shortly. But the reason I said, as we're going to switch over to the no-tolerance game here in a second, but the reason I said momentum is because they were down 10